Hey, so I want to share this really quickly. Yesterday, Friday, I had what was probably the worst. Well, let me not say worst. I had a bad mental health day. Something happened at work. It wasn't anything big, but because I had some responsibility that was not dealt with adequately, it, I guess, well, I don't know if it fully affected what I was working on or what my department was working on collectively, but I knew that it upset someone, upset my team lead, and my knowledge of that person being upset made me start to feel like really anxious. And then on top of that, something else that I was working on, which was supposed to contribute to the project, that was proven to not be working out. So I messed up on one thing, and then something else that I'm working on, it was falling through. And so with those two things, I started to feel what I thought was like overwhelm or stress. But then as I went throughout the day, I realized, oh, I'm like really anxious. And for me in that moment, anxiety felt like being very irritated, my chest kind of tightening, not feeling up to anything outside of like laser focusing on the work. And I wanted to do that because I didn't want to fall into a slump because I wasn't in a good headspace. So I wanted to still get my work done, get through the day. I wanted to find solutions for the things that were proving to be difficult. And I wanted to just like stay in a little space that would cause me to exert as little energy as possible. Anyway, the day went through. The thing that I messed up on, found a solution for it. The thing that fell through, actively working on a solution for that. Cool. By the end of the work day, I was spent. I was wound up. I was very much out of it, and I just needed to decompress. And so my husband picked me up from work, and we went to grab some froyo with our friends, and we chatted for a bit. We watched where we were. There was a TV there, and we watched some cartoons, and we I just had a moment to unwind, and we talked and stuff. Me and my friend, we just caught up on stuff that were just happening around us, things that were happening in the country, in our lives, who's getting married, who's engaged, what's going on with her work. It was just a lot of like conversation that didn't require a lot. And one of the things I shared with her about the day that I had, and she was like, yeah, it be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. But in sharing with her, I was able to realize that, okay, a lot of things happened throughout the day that contributed to me feeling very anxious and could have been grounds for me spiraling if I was not like aware. And one of the things that I recognized was that in the midst of me being anxious about this particular thing, this relevant thing happening at work, and trying to work through that issue, my brain was starting to pull on other things that had no relevance in the moment, things that didn't even link to what was happening at work. It had no connection. It started to play on my capabilities, and I started to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm incapable, or I'm messing up, or whatever. And it felt like it was reaching for other things, and I had to shut it down. I had to be like, yo, this is not that kind of party. This is not connected to what's happening now. And even having a conversation with her, I was like, yo, that's irrelevant, because there are so many things in my life that counter that lie where I feel like, oh, I'm not capable, oh, I can't do this, oh, if I'm feeling this way now, how can I help other people with their mental health, blah blah blah, you know. Anyway, I say all this to say that sometimes anxiety and other mental health issues, depression especially, can tell you lies. Your brain can lie to you, your feelings can lie to you sometimes. And if you can take the moment, take time to properly process. Maybe in the moment you won't be able to, but take time. For me, it was like afterwards, after I decompressed and whatever. Take time to filter through the lies, right? What is true? What's not true? How true is this? And if this is true, how can I rectify it? How can I adjust myself? How can I make it work? Yeah, so that's it. Don't know where I'm posting this, but if you see this, leave a comment and a like. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you can relate to this. Okay, see you.